Pablo didn't get me anything for Valentine's Day. Roast him in the comments. It's also our 16-month anniversary, so I still love you.
You didn't get me anything either.
I'm the girl.
My family got you stuff.
That's not the same. So it looks like the rumors were true. Fuji released the X-H1, their new APS-C flagship with a focus on video. We covered a lot of its new features last episode. There's some minor things we missed, like the 1.17 crop it has in video, similar to the X-T2. That is actually a bit disappointing. Tony Northrup does a really good rundown of all the new stuff and puts its features into perspective with the X-T2 and its competitors, so check that out if you'd like. Oh, they also released a couple of lenses, the 18 to 55mm T 2.9 and 50 to 135mm T 2.9 cinema style lenses. Speaking of perspective, you might remember the revolutionary world's first dual pixel RAW feature that came out with the Canon 5D Mark IV. If you don't, basically the sensor in the 5D4 is a little bit unique. Each pixel is actually split into 2 subpixels. The standard 5D4 image is an average of these 2 subpixels, but in dual pixel RAW, 2 images are actually stored. The point of all this was to enable the user in post to have the ability to do micro adjustments to focus, eliminate ghosting, and have smoother bokeh. Okay, whatever. Well, DPRsplit is a new utility that lets you separate the 2 images, and because they're also a little differently exposed, the utility is able to sort of HDR the 2 to gain up to 1 stop of dynamic range. My guess is that the benefits won't stop there. It looks like a Magic Lantern type revolution might be on the horizon. Canon, the official brand of please hack us. Please. Remember the DJI Force Pro? Now we get the DJI MasterWheels. Hot Wheels, but DJI. This new gadget lets you control your Ronin 2, Ronin S, and Inspire 2 gimbal axis with these cool analog wheels to allow for smooth pans and tilts. The fact that the Ronin MX is not included in either of these new products and Inspire is, really makes me think we'll see a new MX type gimbal this year. Here's to hoping anyway. And on lighter news, a skier at the Winter Olympics lost control and slid at a decent speed right into a group of photographers, toppling over one of them that was carrying quite a good amount of equipment. Don't worry, everyone involved was fine, including the gear, and he even managed to get this shot, so worth it? Remember to insure your gear, guys. Switching to phone news, we have teasers of the upcoming Samsung Galaxy S9. It seems that low light and slow motion are going to be some of the selling points for this new flagship. From previous rumors, we can expect a really fast aperture of f1.4 and slow-mo of 480 frames a second at 1080, but they're just rumors, so we'll have to wait a bit. February 26th, maybe. I have 2 exams that day. Also on phones, NOA, a company we've never heard about, is coming out with an 80 megapixel mode on their new N7 phone. It uses a dual camera on the rear, both with Sony 16 megapixel sensors. There's no information on how it achieves this, but oversampling is part of it, and honestly the results are not impressive in my opinion. Or Pablo's opinion, he wrote this. The miniature lenses in phone cameras are just not able to gather that much detail. Please stop. Just stop. Speaking of stopping, 6 US intelligence agencies are recommending that the American people not buy Huawei phones. There's a G somewhere in there that I'm throwing in. Even if they have a pretty cool AI-powered Leica co-developed and maybe a triple camera in the future, yeah, despite all that, FBI Director Chris Wei said that they're concerned about the telemetry, the phone and its services it might be gathering since Huawei is beholden to foreign governments. China. DJI faced several concerns not too long ago, but I guess your phone has access to a lot more personal information than your drone. Let's stick to American things then. May I recommend some nuggets? News nuggets. Prograde is a new brand of memory cards that was apparently founded by ex-Lexar executives. Will they be as bad as Lexar's though? We don't like Lexar. We own maybe 20 SD cards. Only had 2 break, but both of them were Lexar's, so, you know. Lensbaby has a new pretty unique 35mm lens. It has controllable vignette and swirly bokeh.
Vignette.
Bokeh. It's vignette, it's not vignette. You don't say the T. It's French! The EVA1 has yet another firmware update, mainly for supporting new art class. Zeiss released the previously rumored Loxia 25mm f2.4 for E-mount cameras. SmallHD 703 Bolt is a 3000 nit field monitor that's also attached to a 5 GHz 300 feet wireless video transmitter. So many numbers. 300 nits? Is this a monitor or an LED panel? I don't know. I really don't know. DoPchoice. DoPchoice. A German company introduced the Lantern Snap Bag. Not snapback, but a snap bag. A light softener compatible with some LED panels. Tamron teased a new lens on Instagram. People believe it might be a 28 to 75mm f2.8, which would be light and compact. Like me. Lastolite added 5x5 and 10x10 feet versions of its light modifier panels on sale now. Link in the description. And finally, we have possible leaks of an upcoming Pentax K1 MK2. Why not just K2? And the Sony A7 III. Why not A10? I don't know. My shirt's coming off. Okay, that's all the news we have for you guys today. Make sure to like this video if you liked it and subscribe down below for more news updates and, other stuff we might do. And if you didn't know, Pablo is my boyfriend, and we've been together for 16 months, and I like him. I like him so much, I'd say I love him. He's standing right there.
No, I'm not.
But you didn't get me anything for Valentine's Day. Okay, see you next week. Bye.
You said not to.
I did not.
You did.
No girl ever means that.